Now, the controversial issue of the NEET exam in Tamil Nadu, and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has appealed to students on Sunday to not lose hope and assured that a bill against NEET will be brought out today on Monday. This is after a 19-year-old medical aspirant died by suicide in the Salem district ahead of the medical entrance exam NEET yesterday. Now, to talk more about NEET, after much delay due to the second wave of COVID and amid campaigns for further postponement, the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for admission to undergraduate medical courses in India was conducted yesterday in 2002 test cities. But the medical aspirant who died by suicide, who's been identified as Dhanush, was the son of a farm laborer and was found dead just hours before the exam. The Chief Minister said, "We will pass a bill against NEET and I am confident that we would win the support of all Chief Ministers." He also appealed to other students to not take any extreme steps. To talk more about this very, very emotional, controversial issue in Tamil Nadu, we're joined by A. Sarvanan, a DMK spokesperson, and PKD Nambiar, political analyst and someone who supports the BJP. Mr. Sarvanan, first to you. While the Chief Minister has said you're going to bring a bill today, but how will this really work? Because this is not the first time a bill has been brought in against the NEET exam, in 2017 as well, and that didn't get the President's nod.
NEET is against the state's autonomy. It is against federal structure of our constitution. And apart from that, it discriminates people on the basis of where they live, because unless you get to a coaching class, you will not be able to get a good score in the NEET. So it is one of our promise that we will be able to abolish NEET. We have the difference between the earlier bill passed by the Tamil Nadu Assembly and the present bill is that we have commissioned a study by a retired judge as to find out what was the deleterious effect of NEET. The last 4 years, NEET was already in the state of Tamil Nadu. So we had this study, and the judge and its committee had given us the findings. Based on that, how NEET is not viable, not a viable option, it is not a good option. Based on all these inputs, this new bill is going to be tabled today in the Assembly, and we are very confident that we will be able to tide over the earlier issues, and we will be able to ensure that Tamil Nadu is NEET free.
All right, PKD Nambiar, your reaction to this, and you know, what is the government thinking about this? Because as we said, this is an emotional issue, and over the last couple of years, every year we hear of suicides taking place, and it's clearly it's a system that's very controversial. It's not working, causing a lot of anguish to students.
Gargi, good morning, and my sympathies for the young boy who suicided yesterday, Dhanush and his family, and it's very unfortunate. But then we will have to look at from the point of view of an overall. How does a NEET is questioning the federal structure of this country? NEET is in turn, as it is the medical entrance has always been in this country considered to be one of the biggest scams. The people, the management quota, without even having any score, can take an admission in the places. A large amount of malpractices in the medical entrance was happening. So this, to an extent, it has been taken care by NEET. And I think since the country is going all together, so all the medical people, all the doctors, they don't belong to a particular state. They belong to the country. So I believe that NEET is a wonderful entrance exam, and except Tamil Nadu, and I don't know, one or two, maybe others, everybody has accepted NEET in a very good way. Large number of students are appearing on this exam. People are preparing it for any entrance exam, for any competitive entrance exam. Students prepare for it. The whole idea of any competitive entrance exam is to get the best minds comes out and be a part of it, rather than just a management, private management is deciding on the people.
Let's take that across to Mr. Sarvanan. Mr. Sarvanan, what would you say to people who question, this politics over the NEET exam in Tamil Nadu? Firstly, why is it such a controversial issue only in Tamil Nadu? Also, wouldn't this compromise on the quality of the doctors we have? Because again, the medical fraternity is very, very important. We get the best people, and only those who can qualify for a certain level. So shouldn't Tamil Nadu instead, focus on better education for its students?
Gargi, NEET is an unnecessary evil. See, Tamil Nadu, we did away with entrance examination for all professional courses from 2016. And if you look at the way we have handled COVID, It is because of the health infrastructure and the doctors who have studied in this system without NEET, who were able to give a wonderful treatment and ensure that the death rate or the COVID is not as bad as the other places. This is one aspect, and there is no study at all which says in the last 5 years, if you take the last 5 years where people have studied without NEET, who have appeared for, who have joined the MBBS courses, none of them have not been able to complete the course, or there is no complaint that these people did not pass NEET and they were inferior doctors. NEET is something which has been brought in by the BJP. NEET is a political game. It has got nothing to do with quality of doctors. It has got nothing to do. See, NEET ensures that the rural students, the have-nots, the people who are from the marginals of the society are unfairly discriminated because 99%, let it be any entrance examination, let it be GE, let it be NEET, 99% of the students join a coaching class. So it is just playing to the coaching class lobby.
All right, let me take that across to Mr. Nambiar.
Fallout of NEET.
Right, Mr. Nambiar. So, what would you say about this argument that it favors the affluent, those who can afford, years of coaching, that this is something that also helps the coaching institutes in a sense that have just become very part and parcel of the whole education system?
What Sharavanan said just now is a tight slap on all those students who prepare for a NEET or any other entrance exam and do well and come out as a very strong candidates and practice law or in that matter to medical or engineering. But let's not divide our students, whether it is poor, rich, or the people who goes for an entrance exam. Some of these entrance exams may be happening in the, the coaching classes may be very prevalent in the tier 1 and the tier 2 cities. It may not be there in the rural, but that does not mean that the rural students don't come. For an example, in the IAS or in the IIT, a large number of students comes from the lower backgrounds. So I think politicizing even a entrance exam, which has done very well in the last 4 years, and Gargi, one more thing I wanted to tell you. Today, before this, all these entrance exams were conducted by multiple people in multiple states to favor their own way. So here is one entrance exam which is used, the score can be used to apply for anywhere and everywhere. Today, can Sharavanan say that a Tamil Nadu student is not studying in Delhi or in Kerala or in some other place?
All right, well, we'll have to leave it there now. Thank you. All right, a quick response from you, Mr. Saravanan. Quick response, and then I'll have to wrap it.
Yes, quick response. See, Tamil Nadu has the highest GER in the entire country. The GER, that is the gross enrollment ratio. The students leaving school and going to college is the highest in the state of Tamil Nadu. We have the higher number of medical colleges, probably next to Maharashtra. Every district in the state of Tamil Nadu has a medical college. Every child in the state of Tamil Nadu wants to be a doctor. That is why NEET is a big thing in the state of Tamil Nadu. We want the students from the villages, a rural background, anybody who can clear +2, we want them to dream about becoming a doctor, not just
then why don't you give coaching classes to all those students?
All right, well, we'll just have to leave it there. You've spoken about the pros and cons and the reason for this controversy. I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I'll have to leave it there. I'll have to wrap this discussion. Tamil Nadu to bring in a bill against the NEET exam. And as we said, this is something that has happened before in the state and did not succeed, though the Chief Minister Stalin has promised to bring such a bill today in the Assembly.